So when you are going to say types of plan, there are various types of plan, and these plans can be categorized based on coverage of activity, which activity we need to cover. So in the first process, we are going to categorize the plan based on whether it is a corporate plan or it is a functional plan. Functional plan is related to your day-to-day activity or functions related to the organizations. Second planning is based on your importance of the content, which content you want to just select over here. So based on that, I'm going to just categorize the plan importance, whether it is a strategic plan. Basically strategic plan is a long term plan in which can be designed by the top level management. Okay, and the strategic plan has a long duration. And second types of planning is the tactical or operational planning. This tactical or operational planning is done by lower level management or middle level management, and they are dealing with the day-to-day operation or functions of the organization. Then based on the time period, the plans can be long-term plan or short-term plan. Okay, so this is based on the, say, if the duration of plan is 3 to 5 years, then it is called as the long term plan, and if the duration of plan is less than 3 years, then it is called as the short term plan. Basically 1 year plan is called as the short term plans. Then approach adopted, which approach you want to adopt. Based on that, the plan can be proactive plan or reactive plan. Okay, and degree of formalization, whether it is a formal or informal planning. Formal planning requires the formal processes that you need to get the involve all the participants, and all the documentation is going to be made over here. Second is the informal planning. This is not a written plan over here, we are going to just make it as per the requirement. Okay, then corporate, what is meant by corporate and functional planning? We are going to discuss the corporate planning. The planning activity at corporate level which cover the entire organization activity is called as corporate planning. Remember over here, corporate planning requires entire organization activities. Okay, so if the question will be like this, what is meant by corporate plan? The corporate plan will involve the activities of entire organization. Okay, the focus in corporate plan is to determine long term objective. Its focus is mainly on long term objective. Say if you are going to see Korea, the focus of the corporate plan is on the long term objectives as a whole to generate plans to achieve this objective, bearing in mind the probable changes in the dynamic environment. We already discussed that my industries or my organizations are operating in the changing environment, changing scenario. This is called as the dynamic environment. So basically what is going to happen over here? Okay, so as the environment is not same, constant, so I need to just consider whatever the probable changes are going to be happen in the environment, and that should be incorporated in the planning itself. Okay, so it requires certain say future planning and all these things. So as my environment is not static one, it is going to continuously change. So you need, your plan should be flexible enough that you can be able to incorporate the changes as and when required as per the changes in the environment. So corporate planning is the basis for the functional. It is the basis for the functional planning. Your functional plan is based on the corporate plan. Okay, so basically first you are going to create the corporate plan, and then based on that we are going to create the functional plan. Now what is functional planning? Functional planning is related to what? The functional planning is related to your day-to-day activity. Okay, is derived from the corporate. It is undertaken for each major function. So in the organization there are n number of functions. Okay, like production function is there, marketing function is there, and finance function is there, quality function is there. Okay, maintenance is there. So for that purpose, whatever the planning you are going to do, that is called as the functional planning. This is based on your organization may get categorized into different parts based on the functional or based on the department. So basically if I am going to categorize the organization, then that may be production function is there, marketing function is there, finance function is there. Okay, maintenance function is there, quality control function is there, or it may be a department also. A functional planning is derived out of corporate planning. It contributes to the corporate planning. So basically whatever the functional plan you are going to make, that should be in such a way that it should contribute to the corporate plan. Functional plan, it's always in line with the corporate plan. Is it clear? Your functional plan is always in line with the corporate plan. It must be derived with the help of corporate plan. Now, next is second type of planning. What are the plans we are going to categorize based on the their level? Strategic plan, tactical plan, or operational plan. Okay, strategic plan is a process in which top management, remember strategic planning जे असेल त्यामध्ये कोण इन्व्हॉल्व होणार आहे? टॉप मॅनेजमेंट. फॉर स्ट्रॅटेजिक प्लॅनिंग, top management determine its vision for the future and identify the goals and objective of the organization. Okay, this strategic plan consists of vision, goals and objectives of organization. Is it clear? Strategic plan is designed by top management and that consists of vision of organization, goal of organizations and objectives of the organization. It sets the direction in which the organization want to. So this strategic plan sets the direction. Strategic plan will set the direction. Okay, and the direction, which direction, in which the organization want to progress in future. Okay, so basically strategic plan will give you the set the goals and objective, and it also give you the direction that you have to move in this direction so that you can achieve your goal. Okay, uh, strategic planning involves the time span more than 1 year, and most of the organization run it's for the. So basically the time span for strategic plan is 3 to 5 years. Okay, the time span for the strategic plan is 3 to 5 years. It takes into account all the external factor. Okay, it will consider all the external factor, then strength and weakness, risk, etc. So for this purpose you need to do the SWOT analysis. What is meant by SWOT? What is meant by SWOT? What is the full form of SWOT? Mahima Chaudhary, Kunal Jezurkar, Ajit Naikwade, Moshin Sheikh. SWOT means what? You already discussed this word in your first year itself. SWOT analysis. Have you heard about the SWOT analysis? No. That stabilization, observation, referral, and treatment. This is not the thing that you are going to discuss over here. That is also, but here we are discussing SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Okay. Here SWOT. Sorry. SWOT. SWOT over here. Okay, so SWOT means your strength. S stand for strength, W stand for weakness, O stand for opportunities, and T stand for threats. Okay, so as we already discussed, my organization is operating in a dynamic environment. So definitely, external factor also influence that. Okay, so that external factors are my opportunities and threats. Some external factors will create me certain opportunities, and some external factors will create certain threats to me. Simple example we are going to discuss in today is that due to COVID, okay, Corona, what happened? Some business are in threat. Okay, those who are going to import the material from China and they are going to sell over it, so definitely that is a threat for them. But some organizations who are going to manufacture in India, they get the opportunities because most of the Indians have banned the Chinese product. Okay, so this is the opportunity. So sometimes the same factor may be opportunity for someone or it may be threat for someone. So the external factor have opportunity as well as threat also. Then your business has certain strength and it has certain weaknesses. So when you are going to do the SWOT analysis in which you are going to find out your strength, you are going to find out your weaknesses, you are going to find out the opportunities which are available for you, as well as you are going to find out certain threats that may affect your performance in the negative way. So that things you need to be considered during the strategic planning. The example of strategic planning may be diversification of the business. So in examples what you're going to discuss over here, this is the diversification of the business in line with the new lines, new product, plan growth rate, etc. So what happen if you're going to continue in the same business over the period of time? What happened due to technological advancement or due to the changing favor of the customers. Your competitor will come with the new innovative solution, and if you are not going to update your business, then you may suffer from losses. Okay, your market share will reduces drastically. So you need to do what? You need to just diversify your business with the new lines as per the as per the requirement of the customer, or as per the requirement of the external factors or you. Now, second thing that we are going to discuss is the tactical planning. So what is this tactical planning? It is the extension of strategic planning. Tactical plans are created for all levels of organization. Remember over here, tactical plans are created for all levels of organization. It is concerned with the integration of various organizational units, and they are concerned with integration. Okay, it will involve, it will integrate, it will combine all the organization units such as production department, maintenance department, okay, quality control department, finance department. It will do the integration of all this. It involves how resources should be used to achieve the strategic goals. Okay, and it involves how the resources should be used. Okay, it deals with the allocation of the resources in a proper manner, so that I can achieve the strategic goals, whatever the goals which are decided in the strategic plan, that can be achieved with the proper utilization or proper allocation of the resources. And the last level of plan in this is the operational planning. This planning is done by the lower level management. Okay, tactical planning is done by the middle level management, strategic planning is done by the top level management, and operational planning is done by the lower level management. It is concerned with day-to-day operation of the organization. Remember over here, it will deals with the day-to-day operation, what are the operations which are carried out on the day-to-day basis, that can be considered in the operational plan. So this operational plan may be short duration plans, they may be weekly plan, daily plan. Say basically it is daily plan, then weekly plan, or it is maybe monthly plan. Okay, the maximum duration of this operational planning is hardly 1 year. The detail and specific, it is detailed, these plans are quite detailed and specific. Okay, and usually based on the past experience, and based on the past experience, and usually based on the past, it covers functional aspects like finance, production, human resource, etc. So allocation of the resources on day to basis or weekly basis or monthly basis can be considered in the operational planning. This time span for operational planning is less than 1 year. As we already discussed, the time span for this one is less than 1 year. Okay, example of operational planning may be adjustment of production within available capacity. Okay, so here you need to do the adjustment of production within the available capacity, increasing the efficiency of operational activity, and by analyzing the past performance. This can be done to certain extent with this one. Okay, then next we are going to categorize the plan based on their duration. So long term plan, so long term planning strategic in nature, and their maximum period, it involves more than 1 year period and can be up to 15 to 20 years also. The strategic plan period or long term plan periods may be up to 15 years to 20 years also. Minimum time period is more than 1 year. Mostly it is 3 to 5 years, but sometimes they can be extended up to 15 to 20 years also. Short term plannings usually cover 1 year. Okay, and in case of short term, we are going to cover the 1 year. Short term plan may be made with reference to long term plans, because short term plans contribute to the long term plan. So when you are going to prepare the short term plans, you need to consider the long term planning, and your short term plan should be in line with the long term plans only. Okay, then proactive plan or reactive plan. Planning is an open system approach, hence it is affected by the environmental factor which keeps on changing continuously. So basically this is very important thing, as planning is an open system approach. प्लानिंग क्या है, एक ओपन सिस्टम अप्रोच है, एंड डेफिनेटली एज इट इज ओपन सिस्टम, सो इट इज अफेक्टेड बाय द एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर्स, and environmental factors are changing continuously. These factors are not constant, there are continuous changes which are going on in the environment. So I need to consider all these things. The organization response to these changes differ. So organizations, the response to the change will different for different organization. Okay, so each and every organization will respond to the change in the different manner. Based on this response, planning may be proactive or reactive. So how was your response to the changes? Based on that, your plan may be proactive plan or reactive plan. Okay, so proactive planning involves designing suitable course of action in anticipation with likely changes in environment. Okay, so in proactive, what you are going to do? We are going to design the suitable course of action in anticipation with the likely changes in the environment. So what are the changes which are going to be occur in the environment that we are going to consider, and with that consideration we are going to select the suitable course of action for this one. Managers adopt proactive changes. Do not wait for environment to change. This is the most important thing. Okay, so in this case, we are not going to wait for change when the change is going to happen and then I will take the corrective action. We are already consider that changes in the environment while designing the plan or while making the plan, but take action in advance environmental changes. For this, continuous scanning of environment is necessary, and for that purpose you need to continuously scan the environment. What are the changes which are going to be occur in the environment that you need to continuously scan, and as per the changes in the environment you need to just apply that plan or apply that strategy over there. Second plan is called as the reactive planning. In reactive planning, response comes after environmental changes takes place. This is the major difference between proactive and reactive. In proactive, we are not waiting when the change will occur in the environment. Okay, and in reactive, the plan is going to be say modified, or when the change in the environment takes place. By time organization respond to changes in environment, there may be further changes in the environment, and there is a one problem. When you are going to incorporate that changes, means when you are going to incorporate certain new strategies in the plan which are related to the environment change, at that time what is going to be happen, the environment may also get changed, may be further changes that may result into the further changes in the environment. Suppose, ओके, काय झालेलं आहे की आज काहीतरी एन्व्हायरमेंटमध्ये चेंज झालेले आहे आणि त्या चेंजेसला कन्सिडर करून मी नवीन प्लॅनिंग केलेली आहे. ओके, आणि माझं प्लॅन परत मी जेव्हा इम्प्लिमेंट करेल तोपर्यंत एन्व्हायरमेंटमध्ये आणखी काही चेंजेस झालेले असतील. सो दॅट इज द प्रॉब्लेम विथ द रिएक्टिव्ह प्लॅनिंग. Hence, this type of planning is suitable in the environment which is fairly stable over the long period of time. So here we will recommend the reactive planning in environment which are stable over the long period of time, ज्याच्यामध्ये frequent changes होत नाही, त्या केसमध्येच आपण reactive planning करू शकतो. Otherwise you need to go for the proactive planning. Okay, and then next is the formal and informal planning. What is meant by formal planning? Large organization undertake planning in formal ways. Okay, what is meant by formal way? Generally, a separate corporate planning cell is formed. So there is a separate cell which is responsible for planning at the higher level. The cell is staffed by peoples of different background, like engineer, economics, statisticians, and they have recruited number of staffs having the different background, like engineers are there, economists are there, statisticians are there, depending upon the nature. The cell continuously monitor the environment. What is the function of this cell? It will continuously monitor the environment. When the environment shows some changes, the cell analyze the environment and suggest suitable measure to take the advantage of changing environment. Okay, so what they are going to do, they are continuously monitoring the environment. Okay, the cell analyze the environment, and how it will analyze, it will first monitor the environment, and if certain changes are occurring it will analyze those changes and then suggest the suitable measure. Okay, to take the advantages of changing. This type of planning is rational. Okay, this is the rational, systematic, regular and well documented. So the most important thing is the formal planning is the proper documentation is there, it is well documented, it is rational, it is systematic, it is regular. Okay, means logic is there behind this one. And second type of planning is the informal planning. Informal planning is undertaken generally by small organization. जे छोटे छोटे ऑर्गनायझेशन असतात त्या informal planning, and this planning is taken by the large organization. This planning process is based on manager's experience. In informal, where experience of the manager institution are more important rather than systematic evaluation of environmental changes. This is not properly documented. This planning process is a part of manager regular activity and is suitable for small organization only. Okay, steps in planning. If you want to do the planning over here, then I have to follow certain steps. What are the steps in the planning that we are going to discuss over here? First, I need to establish the goal or objective. Okay, this is the most important. Before going for any plan, we need to first establish the goal. What you want to achieve. That goal should be there. Then establish the planning premises. That is the second step of planning. Okay, you need to establish where I want to implement that the premises. Then deciding the planning period. Then the most important, you should do a time frame. Okay, decide the time frame, whether it is a short term plan, long term plan, 1 year plan, 2 year plan, 3 year plan, strategic plan, like this one. Evaluation of the selection. Okay, evaluation and selection. Then after that you have to evaluate and select the appropriate resources, developing derivatives and supportives, and measure and controlling. So these are certain steps of the plan. Now these steps are very important over here. These steps are responsible for whether your plan will be succeed or not. If you are going to follow these steps properly, then the chances of success of your plans or execution, chances of proper execution of the plans are increases. If you are not follow these steps, then the plan may not be properly executed. Okay, so what you are going to do, we will stop